When I was about 10, I wanted this remote control car. No, I'm not wearing a wig. I got a haircut. Okay? It's called texture. That's what my stylist calls it, texture. Leave me alone. So, I wanted this remote control car. It was like an off road. It was the first of its kind where you could put it from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive and you could go off-roading with this thing. This was the 80s and it was like $50, which is very expensive for a toy back then. And I remember I wanted this thing so bad, and I remember telling my dad about it. Christmas was coming up, or I think maybe it was my birthday, and I wanted it. And I told him, and I reminded him. I told him exactly what the name of the car was. I think it was called Firefox. It seemed like he was going to buy it for me, so I was so excited. And that morning, I come downstairs and I opened my gift, and it was a Corvette. It wasn't a remote control car. It was like a little Corvette where you put batteries in it, and it just goes and it hits a wall, and it goes and hits another wall. So it just keeps going and bounces off things. It's kind of like they make vacuums like this these days. And I don't know what his the reason why he didn't buy it. I think he was couldn't find it, or it wasn't a money thing. It's just he didn't get around to it. So I think he just went into the toy store and just picked up the first thing that he saw. I don't know, but I remember being so devastated. I remember that was my first memory of wanting something so bad and not getting it and being completely powerless and falling off that cliff. And I'm telling you this story because I think in life we hope that the universe or a person or someone gives this to us, and if it doesn't happen for us because it's happening for everyone else, we fall off that cliff because we expect and we wish. Take two kids, one who asks his dad for this toy and dad doesn't buy it because dad's a dick. Do you see how high this cliff was for me? Do you see? Uh, and so then he's angry and resentful and mad at the world and is powerless, right? Then you take another kid who decides to take matters into his own hands and mows lawns for 3 months or for the summer and saves up $50, or maybe he does a paper route and ends up buying the toy himself. Okay? Of course, that takes longer, but the value isn't so much the toy, it's the process of him. What happens? He learns that, he could go and do something. He could execute. He could earn something, and that builds his worth. And now he realizes that he can do this again on a bigger level, right? So he's not only getting what he wants, but he's feeling empowered and realizes that he can execute this. The kid that wants and wishes and gives that power to someone else, and that person doesn't give him what he wants, that kid falls off a cliff, gets angry, resentful, and then also there's an opportunity for him to internalize that and feel like, what did I do wrong that my dad didn't buy me this? So using that as a metaphor for you and your life, your wants, what is it in your life that you can do to earn what you want? Are you relying on other people, the universe, depending on someone else to possibly change? Okay, that is exactly like me asking my dad to get me this. I don't know if you want a better marriage. I don't know if you want a new job, a change in career. What is it that you can do? Because you know what? You can wish all you want. The value is in you earning it. That's where the growth happens. That's where you turn that cliff into a curb.